My third guest on my very new podcast, Human by AI, is Seth Schaefer. Seth, welcome.
Thank you.
First of all, if I may offer you a compliment, one of the best dressed gentlemen in the credit union movement. Sir, do you love bow ties? Is that your thing?
Bow ties are my thing. It's all economics because if you spill something on your shirt, it's a lot cheaper than a new tie.
I see.
Yes.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
This involves spaghetti.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have to ask this, how many bow ties do you own, sir?
Too many.
Too many.
There's a lot of seasons and things to celebrate.
I see. Wonderful. But you look very dapper, and thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Seth, just for our audience, could you just introduce yourself, tell us a little bit more about your role, etc.?
Yeah, so I am with Rivermark Community Credit Union in Portland, Oregon, Northwest Oregon, and Southwest Washington. I'm the Chief Impact Officer and Executive Vice President, and with that I oversee financial wellness, sustainability, and other programs in serving our target member, which we consider the ALICE, which is Asset Limited, Income Constrained, but Employed. So we really are looking to serve those members who have been served or underserved traditionally, maybe new to banking, but really trying to create financial inclusion with the credit union.
I see. So ALICE, Asset Limited.
Income
constrained.
Yet employed.
Yet employed.
Yeah.
I see. So maybe an easier way of saying this is somebody who's employed but lives paycheck to paycheck.
Correct. They cannot buy themselves out of a problem, perhaps.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. So if let's say something extreme were to happen in life, they would really need some sort of a loan or some sort of capital.
Correct. So this is the households, and in Oregon, it's 44% of Oregonians are at that threshold of a survival budget or below.
I see.
And so you're just one blown tire away from a cash flow issue. And so
really?
Having tools and advice is really important for this group because your solutions disappear as they go. And so sometimes a bad decision is the best decision still. So we want to be there to help guide them through that.
I see. So all else is said, like I grew up in India, I came to America as a student.
Yeah.
And when you look from outside, America is, of course, the most wealthiest nation on planet Earth. And, of course, when I was growing up in India, I only saw, like, Hollywood series,
right,
etc. that show a very, very different America, very affluent America.
Yeah.
And when you tell me that 44% of Oregonians fall in that sort of ALICE category, it's just eye-opening.
Isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. But honestly, credit unions and community banks were built for this.
I see.
We were built for this demographic to help them through issues and financial inclusion.
Wonderful. So coming back to our topic, human by AI, the whole idea is sort of what is AI doing to the industry, to the world in general, and how things are sort of changing. So let's talk a little bit about AI. At least I'll give you my story. About 3 years ago, until 3 years ago, I was a big AI skeptic, right? It sort of worked, but not really for a common person. But I had a moment where I tried to return something on Amazon. It was past the return date, the 30-day period. I didn't know who to call, so I chatted with the Amazon chatbot.
Yeah.
And the chatbot in 20 seconds helped me with my return. So that is what turned me to an AI believer.
Yeah.
And I started believing in that. Do you have any such stories, sir?
Well, I am a skeptic as well, although I'm becoming a believer. And I think with any technology, if it works, you're a fan. If it doesn't, you're not a fan. And that's true with any new technology. And so we're starting to see AI actually fulfill its destiny, right? It is a tool that has possibilities for us.
I see. And have you used any of this stuff in your personal life, like ChatGPT or any of those tools?
ChatGPT, big fan of Copilot to fine-tune a presentation or help me from a productivity standpoint. Yeah.
Yeah. And in your personal life, like ChatGPT, what do you use it for? To look at more bow ties?
Well, there is that. My wife is the master of creating graphics using bizarre scenarios in AI. So I'll let her do that. But for me, it's almost like you're testing it, right? You're giving it a query, like what is going to be returned.
Yeah.
Just to become familiar with it and figuring out. It's kind of fun to see the evolution of the responses coming back.
I see. So just like your wife, my wife is also an artist. So art comes very naturally to her. What doesn't come naturally to her is writing.
Ah,
So off late, I notice like any email she sends to my son's school, etc., she'll have ChatGPT open and ChatGPT will write the email for her.
wonderful.
Yeah. And,
Yeah, make
and
it more formal.
make it
a
more
little,
formal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Before that, I used to have that honor. So at least one less thing, one less thing for me to do
Yeah.
on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So let's switch topics and talk a little about credit unions and AI for a moment. And I think there's a lot of debate going on right now. What is that AI will solve for either credit unions or for credit union members? And where is it that we'll need the human touch,
Yeah.
if at all? I wonder if you have a perspective on that.
Well, I think a couple things there. One is AI works better with more data, right? And I think credit unions struggle that we just don't have a large enough data set to create an accurate. And so there may be opportunities for credit unions as an industry to look at larger questions that could be solved through AI with a larger data set. I think there's fear of what does this happen? We're a credit union, we're people, right? People bidding on people. But for me, it's a tool. It's becoming a tool. Both for our staff and for our self-service options for members as well.
I see. I love sort of, we talk about like AI, is it really a tool, more sort of on the self-service side for your members, even for your employees, for example. Yeah. Could you tell me a couple of use cases, or how could this tool be employed on a day-to-day basis? What could that be?
Yeah, so one of my working strengths is wonder. So I'm always trying to figure out, well, how do we use this? What's the use case for it?
Yeah.
And working with people who are in financial insecurity, I think I found the monster use case for credit unions, which is answering the should question. And if you step back and say the should question, what's the should question, right?
What is the should question?
Yeah. So naming one thing that online banking for anyone can't do right now is it should I pay this bill or should I pay this other bill? Right? It's getting into the essence of cash flow and the economics and all of the pieces of their economic life. Online banking can tell you a balance, but it can't tell you, should I do something?
I see.
And AI, for me, I believe, is the solution for our should question. So if you're a member sitting at home and again, you're cash crunched, like I've got a cable bill, I've got a health bill, I've got a babysitting bill, which should I pay? I can only pay one. Well, we find that most members wouldn't come to the credit unions like, help me work through this. And some do. They see the financial coaching, but the self-service to have dignity to be able to answer that question and look at the ramifications of that decision. Now, fast forward that to our branch staff. Wouldn't they love to have that tool as well? Because they are being asked the same questions. I'm struggling. Help me work out my cash flow, my budgeting, to have some type of tool in the background with AI. And if I'm dreaming really big, it'd be plugged into open banking. So I can look at their entire relationship in their financial life, because we know everyone's got 16 subscriptions, multiple bank accounts, probably a couple cards as well.
Yeah.
So it's like a puzzle. And again, I am convinced AI is the only tool that will help us answer the should questions.
The should question.
Yeah.
So let me use an example. So let's say I'm a member of your credit union. I fall in that 44% Alice category.
Yeah.
I log in online banking. Maybe I have $500 in my bank account. Now I have 3 bills to be paid.
Yeah.
One is $600, one is $300, one is, let's say, $200. So I have more bills than cash. The question I'm guessing everybody struggles with is, which one should I pay?
Correct. Now, do you take time to read the disclosures of every financial institution you work with?
Never.
No, you don't.
I just say click and done.
Exactly.
Get done with it. Scroll down and accept.
Yeah, because you're a reasonable human being, right? But AI could read those disclosures. They could say, these are the ramifications of a late payment, or these are the pieces you should consider, putting it into language that is understandable, into language that maybe they natively speak. All of these things add up to a better financial inclusion and an informed decision.
I see. So before AI solves it, like how do people solve this today?
Well, that's a great question. We do have people who come in and, it's a lot of, I've got 3 options. And the first option our members share with us is, I just Google it. Maybe I can figure it out myself, right?
See.
And we know Google is never wrong.
Yes.
But that's the first option they go to.
Yeah.
The second is friends and family.
Yes.
Help me figure this out.
Yes.
But again, how, reliable are friends and family as well.
Yeah.
And credit unions we found is on that list, but a little bit further down.
I see.
Community banks there as well. So really, to be a differentiator, imagine having this tool at our fingertips of our members. That is an amazing use case and a differentiator for what we already do.
I see. So I love the idea, by the way, because I myself, there was a period of time, Seth, I founded Eltropy about 12 years ago. I don't know if you know this, but for almost 6 years, I didn't take any salary. I went through a lot of should moments.
Right. As a business owner as well.
Big should moments.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should I pay payroll? Should I pay our hosting bill? Right.
Right.
Lots of dilemma, and you're absolutely right. You feel very lonely at that point. You don't know who to trust.
Yeah.
So here's an idea. Of course, we can put this in the hands of members directly. It may take a little bit of engineering to get that going. What if even before that, we put something like this in the hands of your employees?
Wonderful.
So when a member comes in, what if employees say, hey, can I help you? And there's some resources available.
Yeah. So for me, that's the employee to what power, right? This is a tool that takes their knowledge, their outlook of what they know about the member, and then is it 2x, is it 3x, is it 4x, right? The should questions, like, let's talk about like not just the immediate situation of the should, but what's the next step?
Aha.
Right? And so it removes kind of the detective work potentially using AI in that conversation.
I see. So answering the should, and then answering the longer term.
Yeah. And most members are not looking for a 5-year plan.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, most people
Cash
don't
flow
live that way.
is still an issue, right? Didn't solve the immediate plan, but how can we be wise about the next month, the next few weeks?
Yes.
And that, that's a conversation that creates trust.
Yes.
And we know that's the basis of a good conversation.
Amazing. I had never, ever thought of it this way, so thank you.
Oh, nice.
Never, ever.
Welcome to my life. I think about this a lot. Yeah.
Okay, let's touch upon another sort of tricky topic.
Okay.
There's a lot of fear amongst sort of the entire world that, listen, AI is coming for your job, right? And more so, as I talk to credit union leaders, sort of there is this rank and file, there's this fear. The more AI we adopt, are they going to take sort of our jobs? Are we sort of making ourselves replaceable by leveraging more technology? I have a feeling you have a take on that.
Well, I do, because we've heard this before, right? ATMs are going to come take our jobs. Online banking is going to come take our jobs. And it didn't, right? It doesn't change the dynamic of, do I trust this? Is there someone I can reach out to? How do I get help? All of those are elements, I think, that are part of it. And again, AI is great when it works, but it still has a way to go, and it's going to be driven by human experiences, feeding that algorithm, understanding that algorithm, managing that algorithm. So I don't have that fear. For me, again, it's that exponent. It's like, how do I make an employee have information, real time, accurate, personalized? AI's got to be the tool.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah. So let's talk about Rivermark for a moment.
Okay.
Have you started deploying any AI technology at Rivermark?
Yeah, I think we've heard we're a little ahead of the curve compared to other credit unions, and that scares me because I think we're way behind the curve.
I see.
Again, data integrity, governance, all the plumbing that has to happen with AI, but we have a great internal task force for AI looking for use cases. I think we're an organization that is driven not by the curiosity of the tool or the shiny object, but what is it we're trying to solve?
Yeah.
So a use case for us is really important. There's a lot of use cases to be made around fair lending, a lot of use cases around the should question, the access questions.
Yes.
Access for me means that I have access to the funds that I have without an artificial barrier, right? We put limits on how you deposit a check remotely. We put limits on the amount of cash you get out of an ATM.
Yeah.
It's not intelligent. So, AI has to look at behaviors in a larger ecosystem potentially to create accurate, fair, equitable access to how you use your organization. So those are the kind of things that we're trying to figure out in our use cases.
I see. Can you repeat those 3 words again? I think one was fair, one was equitable. What is the first one?
Fair, equitable, and accessible, I think, is the big piece. Because, again, we create artificial barriers based on an incident, right? It's not intelligent. It's not progressive.
And then you apply, or most financial institutions apply that carte blanche to everybody.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, I had an instance the other day that I needed, $600 in cash and I could only get 500. It's like frustrating, right?
I've been there.
I have $600. I know I do.
I've been there.
Right.
I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been there.
So we need better tools.
Yeah. More intelligent tools.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Such a pleasure to have you, Seth.
Thanks for having me.
Always keep looking dapper, sir.
Thank you, sir.
You owe that to the movement and to the society.
I'll try. Yeah. Cheers.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
Yep.